What is going on, everybody? Are we live? I always get a little nervous. Every time I set this up, I never know if it's going to be something different. Let me know how it looks. Let me know how it sounds. Let me know if everybody can see me and hear me. All that good jazz. Like I said in chat, if you're just joining us, sipping on a little Penelope. Love Penelope. This is just the 80 proof. The 80 proof 4 grain. Pretty good. One of the better lower proof bottles that I have. Obviously, now that we've worked our way up into the more high end stuff, I guess you can say. Penelope MGP product, very good. The people involved in it are awesome. I've got one of them cell phone. I forget his name. I think it's Mike from the New York area, I believe. But that's what we're working with to start. How's everybody doing tonight? We're gonna let everybody join up for a little bit. We got a little bit. I got a whole schedule written out here. We don't want to be long. We all know Bourbon Junkies come on at 9. I can't compete with them, not yet. We're getting there, but we're going to spin some wheels. We've got some 6-month patrons coming up. Patrons, whatever you want to call them. So we got Michael, Hoser, and then the Off family. Love Penelope. Burns so good. Penelope is good. It's just your classic bourbon flavors, everything like that. You can't really go wrong with it. So we're going to do some wheel spins for our 6 months patrons. By the way, I want somebody to try here. Let's get somebody in the chat. If you want to, we're going to do some giveaways today. We've got hoodies, right? Scott, I know you're in the chat. I have your shirt here ready to be shipped. We've got t-shirts, okay? We've got hoodies, as you can see. We have koozies, plenty of them. Bourbon of the Week koozies. We have, what else? We got posters, we've got stickers, we've got lights that we're going to give away. So we're going to open, my plan here tonight is to open, video looks okay, could use a better looking host though. Wow, right off the bat, Johnny Drama coming in with some fighting words. We're popping bottles tonight. We have 4 bottles that I'm not going to disclose. They're somewhere in the shot already. You could probably actually tell because not all of them are open. Some of them are open, some of them are not. The Average Drinker, cheers to you as well. The Average Drinker, guys, if you don't already, make sure you follow her. She's putting out some great content here as well. I've just connected with her the other day. I don't know how I didn't come across her channel until recently, but make sure you check her out. This is Poppin' Bottles night. So if you have a bottle to pop, if you've been thinking about, I'm saving this bottle for a special occasion, I don't know when I'm going to open it, maybe Thanksgiving, maybe Christmas. No, tonight's the night. Grab the bottle. We're opening bottles together. I got 4 we're going to crack tonight. Never had before. Never tried. We're going to go over that. We're going to see what we can do, see what we like, see what we don't like. Again, starting with the Penelope. So we're going to spin some wheels for our patrons. We're going to start a giveaway. Type in the chat if you want to be entered in tonight's giveaway. Like I said, hoodies, t-shirts, flight board. I'm going to give somebody a sample of everything that we're going to drink tonight. The 4 bottles we're going to drink tonight, I'm going to send 4 2-ounce samples. We're going to do a regular sample, just 1 sample of anything in my collection, a koozie, and then a coaster / sticker is going to be one as well. To enter that, all you have to do, I believe, is type !giveaway in the chat, all lowercase, I think. This is new. I'm trying this. I haven't done this before. I don't know if it's going to work. If it doesn't work, we'll try something else. We'll figure out another way to make sure everybody gets some good stuff. Oh, and a Glencairn. We've got Glencairns as well. I got to make sure I add that. Make sure I add that before we do the giveaway. Again, type !giveaway in the chat. I think it should work. Don't quote me on that. We're going to figure this out together. All right? So, we're going to start with our wheel spins. Johnny Drama in there first. Did it work? Let's see. I don't know if this is going to work, guys. You might just be typing this for no reason. It's supposed to update on my end. Enter giveaway. Congrats. Madeira Diaries, Samit, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining us here. Let's see if this works. As of right now, it didn't work. Let me see. We'll figure it out. I promise we'll figure it out. Dave A, my brother-in-law in the chat, I appreciate you as well. Dave is actually one of the gentlemen that we're going to be giving a giveaway to. So let me see. The command there worked. Let me see if the giveaway works. We're doing this as we go. Close entry. Giveaway, back. Custom, add a giveaway. I'm just literally, we're doing this as we go. Custom, duration, 2 hours. 1 hour and 30 minutes is plenty, right? 1 hour, 30 minutes. 30 minutes. We shouldn't be on much longer than that. And if we are, we'll just do the giveaway before that. Add giveaway, add t-shirts, etc. Prizes. We'll just put prizes down here. You can no longer enter this raffle. I ended that raffle. We're going to try something else. We're going to start this giveaway. Anyway, we'll figure that out. I'll make sure to go back and we'll see everybody who put it in the chat. But let's get to our first things first. This is our 6-month Patron giveaway. This is going to be our wheel spin here. As you can see, we've got everything up here. So you have different tier levels, obviously. Like you can give a video idea, a koozie, a t-shirt, can win a coaster. The hoodie's real small over there, but you got a chance. And then a sample of anything in my collection. Again, this is for my 6-month patrons. If you don't already, check me out on Patreon, www.patreon.com/bourbon of the week. We do cool stuff. We've got a chat going in Discord. So we're going to do one wheel spin. This is for Michael. This is our first 6-month patron. We're going to send him a t-shirt. I'm going to write that down. T-shirt for Michael. Congrats to Michael. Up next is Hoser. Hoser has been with us for a long time now. I appreciate his support all the time. A sample. I will send him one sample of anything in my collection. 1 2-ounce sample. Congrats to Hoser. And the Auth family is our 3rd and final 6-month patron that we're going to spin for. I hope he wins nothing because he's my brother-in-law and he doesn't deserve anything, you know? What do you guys think there? You guys think that's hoodie or coaster? I'm going to leave it up to you. Do you think that that says hoodie or does that say coaster? I'm not too sure. Delete this. View active giveaway. Pick a winner. No longer entries. Cancel. Confirm. Add a giveaway. Coaster? I agree. Hoodie, Andrew? I don't know. I don't know, Andrew. Should we give him the hoodie? He is my brother-in-law, you know? Create a name for this. Pop bottles. All kinds of prizes. We'll make this 1 hour, 30 minutes. Permission to everyone. Advanced settings. Let's see. Ticket cost 0. Subscriber bonus. We'll give a subscriber bonus ticket. Add. Pop bottles. We're going to start that giveaway. Maybe exclamation point raffle. Maybe it's exclamation point raffle. Can we try that? Exclamation point raffle. Use exclamation point giveaway to enter the raffle. See? It should work for exclamation point giveaway. Giveaway. I was told this was a BTAC giveaway. You would be correct, ZF. You would be 100% correct. I don't know if this is going to work, guys. I don't know why. We'll figure it out, though, right? If it doesn't work, this... Oh, we've got people in here. Look, Donkey Punch is in here. The Average Drinker is in here. Bourbon of the Week is in here. Look, it's adding things up. I just had to click refresh. There we go. Exclamation point giveaway in the chat. That's going to get you entered in our giveaway. It's going to be everything that you see on the screen right now. And then we're also going to add... We're going to give Dave the coaster, I think. If he's still on the chat, Dave, you're getting a coaster. All right? I can't afford to give you anything else. We're also going to add a category to this, which is a flight of... We'll just put flight. That's going to get 2... We're going to save those settings. So this is what you can win. We're going to draw these at the end. I don't know if you have to be here. Should we make it so you have to be here for it? We'll figure that out later. But let's get started. So we've got our wheel spins done. We're going to first pop our first bottle. And what do you think we're going to pop first? Not even going to be a bourbon. You might be mad about it. But we're not even going to start with a bourbon. We're going to start with Redwood Empire. Now, in our Discord, in our Discord, we have been talking about Redwood Empire for a while. This is Lost Monarch. I finally came across it in New Jersey and decided it's time to give it a try. This is a blend of straight whiskeys. We're going to talk about exactly what it is. Ouch, I better not hurt myself. That would be terrible if I gotta go to the hospital on stream. Look at everybody getting involved here. Dusty Dan's whiskey reviews. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you check out Dusty Dan's whiskey reviews. I don't want to spoil anything, but I do think we're going to try and get together on a little collaboration here soon. Hopefully we can work something out. I know with the holidays and everything, we might have to push it in next year. I don't know if we can open this, guys. Can we do this? Where's my knife? They seal these too well. Isn't that crazy? This is Redwood Empire. This is what we're working with. Lost Monarch. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Why would they do this? Oh, there's... Oh my god, guys. There's a tab. Just use the tab. If anybody needs to know how to open these, just use the tab. Addie said be careful. Tell her I hurt myself. Redwood Empire, Lost Monarch. This is apparently the best of the Redwood Empire. This is what we're going to start the night with. We'll move into the bourbons next. But it says right on here, the blend of straight whiskeys. Lost Monarch is a blend of straight rye whiskeys and straight bourbon whiskeys aged at least 3 years. So we know it's not anything. It's probably a little bit older. Hold on. We have actually all the information right here. I don't know why I'm hiding it from you. So this is what we have. All of the information right here. This is 60% rye whiskey. So this is over 50% rye, and then 40% bourbon whiskey with those two mash bills that you can read there. That's what we've got. 95 rye, 5 rye, which usually aren't my favorite, although I did just Hoser. I had a Patreon give me some samples, and it was the... What was it? I forget what it was, but it was a 95.5 rye, and it wasn't bad. And then this is 40% bourbon whiskey with 75% corn, 21% raw rye. Is that different than regular rye that you put malted barley 4%? And it says right here, a blend of 4 to 12-year-old bourbon and 3 to 5-year-old rye. So some older bourbon in here, some younger rye in here. That's what we're working with on this one right here. Heard that was great. Whiskey Eyes. We're about to find out. I'm curious. It's bourbon and it's rye. I love both of them, so I don't know why I wouldn't like this. Although rye and bourbon together, I don't know. Is that really what we want to do here? I'm just scrolling up the chat, make sure I didn't miss anybody here. Again, guys, make sure you type exclamation point in the chat if you haven't already. Bourbon of the week, what's up? Dusty Dan's whiskey reviews, hello. Hit that like button, everybody. Madeira Diaries, thank you for reminding me of that. If you haven't already, click that like button. It definitely helps the algorithm out and everything like that. If you're not already as well, click that subscribe button. That would help much as well. We're about to find out what this tastes like. Again, here it says it's supposed to be sweetness from corn and spiciness from rye. So it's supposed to taste like a rye and a bourbon, if I had to guess. Maple syrup-like flavors, vanilla and caramel notes lead to persistent yet subdued peppery finish. What do you guys think? Those of you who have had this, do you like it? If you haven't had it, have you wanted to get it? We'll try it. All right. Guessing the proof, I don't even remember what the proof is on this. I'm going to guess in like the 90s. Got to be 90 something. There's no way it's higher than 90. 45% alcohol by volume. 90 proof. Not bad. Very easy to sip. Very smooth. No real bite on this at all. No Kentucky hug. Drinkability would be fantastic on this. Can't put it on the list though because it's not a bourbon. We might be moving into... We're running out of bourbons and I keep buying ryes. So we might have to become like rye of the week here. Wild Turkey 101 and 101 bourbon together is yummy. That might have to be my Thursday Thanksgiving combination. We have them both over here. Is that what we're going to do? Wild Turkey 101 combo for Thanksgiving, for the Thanksgiving day. Heard it was good. Guessing a KY trip to find it. This was in Jersey, so I didn't need to go to Kentucky. Very good bottle for the money. Dave, I know you did you open yours up? I forget how much this cost me. I might even have the receipts. Anybody else keep the receipts just to remind themselves? Joe Canals. Here we are. Redwood Empire, 40 bucks. Not too bad actually. For something that could be aged up to 12 years. I did indeed, $45. I might have told you 5 extra. Tax. I always get a couple extra bucks. Redwood Empire is out in Cali, so that's good to know. So it's their own stuff and MGP. That's a great question. Redwood Empire, I don't know. Who makes this? Let's see where it says. Let's see where it says anything Indiana on here. Distilled in. Where does it say it? Sonoma, California. Master Distiller J. Dockhorn. Latitude, Longitude. The Lost Monarch. Blend of straight rye whiskeys. Aging in our barrels in the temperate climate of Northern California. So wherever they do get the barrels from, they get them to California. The world's largest. We all know redwoods, right? The trees. That's why I did the background. You guys like that? Aged at least 3 years. It doesn't say on here. Buy a bottle and we'll plant a tree. So that's good to know, actually. It doesn't say on here distilled in. Doesn't it have to tell you? Or I guess because it's not a straight bourbon, they don't have to tell you. Bottled by Redwood Empire Distilling, product of California. 90 proof. It doesn't tell me on here. If anybody does know the answer to that, that would be a great thing to know. Redwood Empire is out of Cali, so it's their own stuff, MGP. That's what we're trying to find out. The Lost Monarch was such a surprise this year. Love it. Cheers, partner. The Bourbon Van is in the house, by the way, guys. If you're not already following Phil and Julie, thank you guys for stopping in before. I know you're doing your live stream tonight as well, so I appreciate you two taking the time. Some of their stuff claims it came from 4 different states and definitely includes MGP. So there we go. And if you want to know anything about whiskey, Phil's your guy, I can promise you that. He knows more information about whiskey than any person should. I don't know how he knows it all, especially history. He loves the history when it comes to this stuff. The Bourbon Van, make sure you check them out. We've got a bunch of thank yous we're going to do tonight. That's at the bottom of my list. We're going to get to all of these people that supported me along the way, including the Patreons, other YouTube channels. There's been so many people that helped us get here, so we do have a thank you list at the end. I just kind of got nervous because I didn't want to miss anybody. Again, guys, exclamation point giveaway in the chat if you want to get entered in the giveaway. Whiskey Eyes, what's going on? Oh, that's the Bourbon Van. Hello, Whiskey Eyes from the Bourbon Van. Hello, the Bourbon Van from the Whiskey Eyes. I have no other hobbies. You don't have time for other hobbies, Phil. Look at you guys. So this is damn good. I won't lie to you. Definitely has a little bit of that. So was this the 60% rye? 60% rye. You can tell that this is the 95.5 when you drink it. It's more of that. Because it does have a lot more of that 95 rye type of flavor profile. I wonder if you keep typing that, do you guys know if it's giving you another? All right, we have 15 tickets in, so that's not bad. I might have to refresh this, but we'll see. Currently 15 tickets in. We're going to draw a winner. We're going to draw multiple winners at the end of the night. We're going to get rid of everything that was on that wheel that you guys saw earlier. Everything from Glencairn's. I think I have to add Glencairn's to it still. But everything that you see on that. Lost Monarch, though. There are 3. What are the other 3? Redwood Empire, there's a red label, a green label, and a blue label. I don't even remember off the top of my head. The new Grizzly Beast is their distillate. So that's interesting to know. So they are making their own stuff for some of their product. But currently, they are also sourcing stuff. Where should we put this? Keep this up front. I guess you can see we're drinking it because I have it on the edge. Pipe Dream and Emerald Giant. That's correct. GH in the house. Thank you for the information. Pipe Dream, Bourbon, Emerald Giant, Rye, and Lost Monarch. So is Lost Monarch, is the Emerald Giant Rye a 95.5? Be interesting. Is it just those two combined that make the Lost Monarch? Be a good way to save money, I suppose. This is good, though. I don't hate it. And at 90 proof, it sips very, very easily. Each bottle represents a tree in the redwood forest. That makes donkey punks. That makes perfect sense. I like that they plant a tree. So there are a couple of bottles that I already know of that when you buy them, they give something back to a cause that they have, which is awesome. I love that kind of stuff. And planting a tree is definitely something we need. So always love that. Again, guys, if you haven't already, this is popping bottles. So go over to your collection, go over to whatever you have. Any bottle that you haven't opened yet that you've been thinking about opening, right? You're sitting there, you're wondering if you should open or not. Grab that bottle, open it up, and let's celebrate whatever it is you want to celebrate. You don't have to celebrate me getting partnered. You can celebrate, family this week. You can celebrate that new job that you just got. You can celebrate whatever it happens to be that you're going to be celebrating. Make sure you grab a new bottle. Let's pop some bottles together. We got 3 more to go. We've got some giveaways to do. We've got some stuff coming up on the channel that I want to discuss eventually. But right now we're sipping on Redwood Empire and we're seeing just, what everybody's up to with the Thanksgiving holiday coming up. Kids are off school, I'm assuming. So lots going on. I'm just assuming in your life, whatever you got going on. Open a bottle up and let's celebrate. Emerald Giant is the 95.5 part. So Emerald Giant is the 95.5, and then the other one that you mentioned was Pipe Dream. Is Pipe Dream that other one? Is Pipe Dream the other part that we're talking about, the 40% bourbon, if that's a bourbon? Does that be interesting if that's all they're doing to make this one? You could buy both bottles, and then whenever you wanted, you could just make your own Lost Monarch. Then you got all 3 bottles for the price of 2. Rocket Top is the rye to replace Emerald Giant. The Rocket Top is their distillate rye. Both of those are around $80 near me. This is the best part about joining you guys on this channel, is the fact that everybody knows more than I do. You know, I just bring everybody together into this chat and we just learn together. This is awesome. Exploring whiskey. Yep. That's the thing to do, right? That's the thing to do. Go out and buy the other 2. And then if you want to make this, I wonder if it's like 1-to-1 though. Do you think it's 1-to-1? We would have to blend it out, see whatever we think. These are our custom Glencairns though. I know they're going to be hard to see. Bourbon of the Week Glens. Another thing that we're going to be giving away tonight. There's going to be like 6 or 7 winners tonight. We already gave away a t-shirt, a sample to Hoser, and the Auth family won a coaster. Congratulations to you. Somebody else is going to win a coaster. Don't sleep on the coasters, by the way. Great talking point at the family functions. You know what I mean? I'll even throw a sticker in with it because I like you guys that much. So that's what we was started with, right? Popping bottles. Redwood Empire is what we started with. Up next, moving right along. Maybe not replace, but have anyone else seen them? I've only seen those 3. I haven't seen the Rocket Top. That'd be interesting to find out though. Bottle number 2. Let's move right along. John J. Bowman. Now, if you've been watching my channel since the beginning, you will know that Bowman Brothers happens to be my sleeper pick when it comes to any bourbon. People call me all the time, what should I buy, what should I buy? And everybody wants to buy the brand new stuff. Hold on, let's see if we can get a good... Pretty solid pop. Everybody wants, you know, the newest thing. Everybody wants the 2021 release or the 2022 release, the new stag, the new this, the new that. There are plenty of bottles on the shelf every day sitting in your store that you haven't tried that are damn good bottles. And Bowman Brothers, not the John J. Bowman, but Bowman Brothers, I have it up there as well, always have a bottle, is my sleeper pick of 2021. I've only been in this for a year and a half, 2 years almost. My sleeper pick of 2021 is Bowman Brothers. I don't think people talk about it enough, and I don't know why. I do not know why they don't talk about it more. I think it deserves to be talked about. Obviously, this is coming out of Sazerac. Not everybody knows that. This is A. Smith Bowman Company, A. Smith Bowman Distillery. But it's interesting to think that they can put out this product and it can be on the shelves when everything else that Sazerac puts out is just not doing the same thing, you know? Bought for friends, never bought for myself. Scott, that's another thing that we're going to talk about because I have something coming up here. I had a wedding for one of my best friends in college. His name's Jeff. I had a drinkity drinks. Congrats, bro. I'm happy for you. You are trying all of the bottles I have yet to pop that I have. Pop them. Pop one of them. You don't have to try. You don't have to pop all of them. Make sure you pop one of them. Power of Bourbon. I would love to try their new barrel strength version. The barrel strength version of Redwood Empire. Is that what we're talking about? I don't know how to do this. It's backwards. There we go. Redwood Empire or of the John J. Bowman. But where was I? This is a Sazerac product that sits on the shelf. For some reason, not everybody picks it up. I don't know why. This is exactly 100 proof. It is non-age stated. It is an undisclosed mash bill. The non-age stated, though, people think between 9 and 10 years old. This is a single barrel, copper distilled, Virginia straight bourbon whiskey. So we went from Cali, now we're in Virginia popping bottles. We're all over the place. Hop in the bourbon van. I'm not driving. Phil's driving. And we're all the way back over to Virginia already. Don't have a large selection, but Bowman Brothers is my favorite so far. Andrew, you don't need a large collection to get the good stuff. And Bowman Brothers is absolutely, it's a little spicy, right? It's got a little heat to it. But at the same time, it just does just enough to give you the sweetness. It just kind of teases you all over the place with the different flavor profiles in it. And it's fantastic. So we're going to try the single barrel version of that. Virginia straight bourbon whiskey, single barrel, 100 proof, John J. Bowman. Let's try this out. Cheers. Thank you guys again for helping me get here. Let's see how this goes. 9 and 10 years old. they think. We'll find out. Oh, this was 90 proof. The Redwood Empire was 90 proof. That was my second glass of bourbon for the night. I started with an 80 proof. We went to the 90 proof. Now we're into the 100 proof. These are fantastic drinkability wise. We talk about drinkability on the channel all of the time. These are fantastic. Let's get back into chat here. Don't have a large selection, but Bowman always talked about that. Bowman's single barrel is one of my favorites. Rarely saw it in Kentucky, but see it all the time since moving to New York. That's awesome. Because this is, after trying just one sip of this, I might replace, this might be good enough to replace, what is this, $50? And I think the other one is 35, right? The Bowman Brothers is 35, so the John Jay for an extra 15, it might be worth every time. See it in Kentucky a lot when I'm down there, grabbing it next time now. Absolutely. I would not pass on this. I see this a lot in Jersey. Like I said, this might replace my rotational. Instead of picking, maybe I'll go like one and another every time I pick something different up. Dylan Brown in the house, being local to VA, this stuff is fantastic and you can get it so often. That's awesome. Dylan, do they do tours? Can you do like a Bowman distillery tour or anything like that? Or do they kind of just have like a gift shop type of thing where you can go in? I'd be interested to know, because everybody talks about Kentucky and doing the Buffalo Trace and this tour and that tour. Exclamation point giveaway. That's right, Power of Bourbon. Exclamation point giveaway in the chat. That's going to get entered you. That's going to enter you in some cool giveaway stuff that we're doing here at the end of the stream. Let's see if I can bring it back up here. We now have 18 people, 17 users and 18 tickets. If you're subscribed to the channel, I believe, or if you're a patron, it gives you an extra ticket, I believe, or subscribed, one or the other. Gives you an extra ticket. So make sure you type exclamation point giveaway in the chat, and that's going to get entered into our drawing. Right now we are sipping on the John J. Bowman, like I said. Yes, been there. It's very cool. That's awesome. I love a good tour distillery tour. I've never done one. I've done one. We've done one, Manatawny. We took my mom for her birthday 5 years ago maybe, and it was amazing just learning about all the different stuff that gets involved in their particular process. So I can only imagine, like, and that's like a little local craft place. I can only imagine what these bigger distilleries look like. It would be amazing to actually visit them. We had plans to go to Kentucky and do a bunch of tours down there. COVID hit. Then we were going to make plans again. Had a baby. Had a wedding, had a baby. It's just been too much. So hopefully, maybe 32, birthday number 32, we'll get one in. Owen doing the giveaway. Now that's fun. Owen is, by the way, an old friend from video games. Before I wanted to do anything with YouTube, I wanted to be a video game streamer, and it didn't work. So now we're here. Exclamation point giveaway, Aras. Instead of giveaway exclamation point, put the exclamation point first. Maker's Mark, great tour. I've heard Maker's Mark is an amazing tour. I've heard Maker's Mark is a great tour. I heard Bardstown, I think, is a great tour. Obviously, you got to go to Buffalo Trace, just because if you haven't done it, you've got to do it, right? Those are the rules. I don't make them up. When you make it down here, let me know. I will tell you all the stores to hit up. Absolutely will do that, Power of Bourbon. 100%. That's the best thing, is there's so many people I know down in that area from doing all of this that we're going to have a good time. Bardstown is great. See, I'm so jealous of all the people that got to do these. You're killing it with the bourbon. It's what you love, eh? It is what I love. Fortnite used to be the love. Call of Duty's the current love. If anybody games, I'm a big Call of Duty guy now. But now we're moving to the bourbon world. This is number 2. We got to finish this up. We're already 30 minutes into this, and we aren't even done number 2. We got a lot to get to tonight. I got this flight board, by the way. Spins. It's a little touchy-feely, but that's all right. Drinkity drinks, exclamation point giveaway instead of giveaway exclamation point, I think. I don't know if you're entered or not. We'll save a little bit of this. We're going to come back to that. I finished the Redwood Empire. That was fantastic. Bottle number 3. Ooh, that was loud. Bottle number 3 is, boom, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Bob Dylan, right? That's what we're working with here. I was going to play the song, but I think then, technically, I wouldn't be able to monetize this video, and we definitely want to monetize this video now that we're allowed to monetize this. just popped a fresh KC12. As you know, KC12 is my favorite of the KC lineup. KC9, I call it the Goldilocks. The Goldilocks of the KC lineup. KC9, just missing something. Good, right? But not great. KC15, too oaky. Too much oak, just too much. KC12, just right. Here we go, all right? Boom. Popping bottles, I'm sweating. Let's see, where did we put this? We put these back. The Heaven's Door. This is the, if you saw a video, I think the Maker's Mark video, I have a Fine Wine and Good Spirits Maker's Mark and a Benash Liquor. For those of you from the Jersey/Philadelphia area, I'm going to put this back on just so I can show you. This is the Benash Liquor Cash Strength Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This is bottle 157, barrel 9156, proof 124.6, and alcohol, that makes it 62.3%. This one's interesting. It tells you the mash bill on the side. 80% corn, 10% rye, 10% malted barley. But the crazy thing is, we know that they source this. And where do they source it from? I don't know if that's gonna, it's not gonna redo because I have it set on my face because my camera's not that great. Distilled in Tennessee. So with this being distilled in Tennessee, right, and them sourcing it, we only have so many options. What are the options? George Dickel, which I've never had. Never had any straight George Dickel products that I know of. Or what, like Jack Daniels? Blue Note, I think, is from Tennessee. Scott Smart sent me some stuff the other day. I think Blue Note was Tennessee when I looked it up after the review on my Patreon stuff. I don't know if that's true or not. But I don't know if this is Dickel or not. A lot of people hate on Dickel. I don't know why they hate on Dickel. For Klein, Blake, we say it's Dickel. That's a Dickel mash bill too. Blue Note is sourced, so Blue Note is also sourced. Dickel 8 year is good for $30. Yes, it is. Benash does tons of pick. If you are in the Philadelphia, Jersey, even like New York maybe, and you're like looking to take a drive somewhere, Benash Liquors in Cherry Hill, New Jersey is a must stop for store picks. They literally have, you walk in the front door and there's 150 store pick bottles and they're just lined up. They love doing it. That's what they're all about. It's probably Dickel. I don't know if I love that or hate that. Now, what's the consensus here on Dickel? Is Dickel loved or hated by this chat? Because I've seen both. I've seen people say they hate Dickel, and I've seen Dickel taste like Flintstone vitamins. There's somebody right there who does not love Dickel. The Blue Note Crossroad is MGP. The rest is Dickel, I believe. Okay, so I had the Blue Note. I don't have it on my shelf. I don't know why I'm looking. I had the Blue Note Juke Point. Is it Juke Point? I think I still have the paper. Here it is. Look at me. Nope, that's not it. I have the paper around here somewhere. Blue Note, I think it was Juke Point, but I think I said it wrong or something like that. Scott's in here. He'll let me know. Not a Dickel fan. Scott does not like Dickel. Juke Joint, that's what it was. I think I said Juke Point in the video too. Juke Joint. And you're telling me that's Dickel. Higher aged Dickel is pretty good. Okay. So now is Dickel like Jack Daniels? Are they going under Tennessee whiskey or are they going under bourbon? It's kind of, or are they both? Are they putting out stuff that says bourbon on their bottles and stuff that says just whiskey, or what are they doing? Dickel is like MGP, some great things with it, and others terrible things with it. Barrel bourbon does amazing things with Dickel. So I do like barrel bourbon. I've only had the New Year's, but I've also had, what is barrel bourbon? Stellum. I just got the Stellum bourbon. That's really good. I don't know, again, who's distilling what. It's just too much. It's too much to keep up with. They just released a bourbon. Okay, so Dickel just released a bourbon. Dickel 8 year is bourbon, not whiskey. The rest are whiskeys. Got it. So now I need to find the Dickel 8 year is what you're telling me. Love Barrel. I love what Barrel's doing. I've only had one of their products, and I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. I love what they're doing, though. I love the concept that they're going with. It's Tennessee whiskey, but they just out of the 8 year bourbon this year. Gotcha. Didn't care for Juke Joint at first, then it opened up and it was real good. Whatever I had was real good. I liked it a lot. But let's get into this. This is the Heaven's Door, Knock Knock Knockin', Bob Dylan. We all love a little good music reference behind our bourbon. I'm always curious with these celebrity endorsed. How involved is Bob Dylan? How much do they actually care about his opinion in making this? Or is this just, let's put Heaven's Door on it and pay the man whatever amount of money? Dickel 8 year is supposed to be the least dickily out of the Dickels. Now, what am I supposed to expect here as far as a Dickel barrel does some amazing things? I agree. From what I've heard, Seagrass, is that the one everybody's talking about right now? Dickel or barrel Seagrass? That seems to be interesting. Their flavor notes, though, if you ever want to laugh, if you've ever watched any of these, the Whiskey Tribe, they're really good at putting together what they taste and converting it into something that they like feel, almost like an expression. All Dickels except 8 year taste like metal. So we're about to find out. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven door. Seagrass is the rye. So Seagrass is the rye, Blake. Now, these are all things I need to learn. Dovetail is awesome. I've seen Dovetail. I've seen Seagrass. I didn't pick it up. I left it there. Probably because it said rye and I couldn't afford to not do a video that week. Just order a Seagrass and a Dovetail. Look at you, Peter White doing it all. Let's get into this. Let's see if this tastes like metal. Let's see. Now, is it possible? Tell me, is it possible that Heaven's Door is sourcing it from Dickel, but putting together their own distillate? Like, can they be like, this is what we want you to do it this way, instead of using like already done bottles or barrels from Dickel? Is that a possible thing? Do we know that? Ooh. Cask strength for sure. Not too sure about that. 124. Clears the sinuses out. You have a sinus infection, a little something's going around right now. Clears the sinuses out. This was recommended to me from a friend, Matt, who told me that this store pick was fantastic. Now, we've had an 80 proof, we've had a 90 proof, we've had a 100 proof, and now we're talking about 120 proof, 124 proof. Contract distilling, maybe. See, that's what I'm questioning. I know that's a big thing as well, where, okay, here's our ingredients, here's our recipe, go make it for us. Dusty Dan's whiskey reviews, you're one of the reasons I ordered the Seagrass and overpaid in Canada. Peter, Dusty will convince you, they'll convince you of everything. They put out some great content. Again, if you don't already, check out Dusty Dan's whiskey reviews. Another great bourbon channel here on the YouTubes, as us old people would say. Some Heaven Doors picks are the low rye MGP too. Interesting. So this does say distilled in Tennessee, but I have heard that they do use MGP as well, which is kind of crazy to think that like you're just gonna use everybody, Dickel, MGP, everybody, just to make something different. Because I think this is a newer release. I think the cask strength single, this is a single barrel as well, just so you know. The cask strength single barrel, I think, just came out this May, from what I remember hearing about it when I was at Benesh Liquors. I could be wrong on that. Always remember, by the way, to hydrate when drinking. I promise it's well worth it. This one's pretty damn good. I'm not complaining about it. I'm trying to figure out if this is Dickel, what everybody hates about it. Am I going to be the guy that hates Elijah Craig? By the way, be thankful. Am I going to be the guy that hates Elijah Craig and loves Dickel? Am I going to be that YouTube guy that everybody... I appreciate that, buddy? Nah, man. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. Cask strength greater than Heaven's Door cask strength. Blackened cask strength. Uh-oh. We might have to pour some of that up. That might be a good little side-by-side. Little cask strength Heaven's Door versus cask strength. We have blackened. I don't know what bottle number it is. It's not bad. I don't see what everybody hates about it. If that is Dickel, I don't see what everybody hates about it. 124 proof, sips alright. It's got a burn. Definitely got a little tingle. You would think after 2 or 3 drinks that it wouldn't have a little tingle, but it does. We're going to save a little bit. Put this back. let's get into our last and final pick. By the way, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you type !giveaway in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, ADH Whiskey in the chat. Matt, we have him on our list of thank yous at the end, but I want to make sure I get to him right now. Matt is one of my inspirations for starting my YouTube channel. I mentioned this in an Instagram post a little while ago, and I don't want to, fanboy here, but at the same time, Matt is one of the reasons that I got involved in this, because I started out with my wife and I loved the engagement that we got being together and how funny it was. And then to move that into something where you're on your own, it kind of makes it a little difficult to stare at a camera, talk to it. And if you've watched any of my first 35 YouTube videos, which is why we didn't do a 1-year anniversary, because I don't think we really hit our 1-year anniversary on when we started to actually put together YouTube videos of quality with camera setup, with audio, with all kinds of stuff. I literally stretched my screen out before, but he is one of the reasons that I was able to continue to keep going and kind of not emulate his style, because I would never be able to emulate his humor or anything like that. But he's definitely one of the reasons that I've kept going, and I appreciate him showing up tonight. ADHD Whiskey, how are you doing? I appreciate you stopping in tonight. By the way, guys, again, !giveaway in the chat. That's going to get you involved in any of the giveaways that we have going on here. Let me just make sure over here that we're getting everything involved. I'm just making sure all our giveaways are set up over here. Sometimes I like to refresh it, make sure everybody's getting their names in. We'll double check it at the end. Matt is one of. Doing great. Sorry I'm late. Don't even worry about it. We're just getting started. We are on bottle pop number 3. Matt, I don't know if you have anything that you haven't popped yet. I'm sure you have plenty in your collection that you haven't opened yet. If you want to open one, that's what we're encouraging here tonight. Pop a bottle with us tonight. Everybody should be opening a bottle that they haven't already opened yet. We're going to move on to our 4th bottle here. Eric Marshall, nice of you to join us. Dusty Dan's Whiskey Reviews. Cheers and congrats, my friend. I didn't know if this was going to be available tonight. This is the first super chat that I have, and I appreciate you, Dusty Dan. I appreciate you for giving that to me. I didn't know I actually tested my channel the other night with a couple guys on Discord, and it wasn't up yet. It wasn't up and running yet, so it's good to know that it is up and running now. Super chats are awesome. They're not, you don't have to do it, trust me. If you want to, I would greatly appreciate it, but at the same time, not necessary. Let's move on to our 4th bottle here, by the way, which is going to be our Buffalo Trace Kosher Rye Recipe. Now, this is one, this thing keeps moving. This is one that confused me, right? So this is one that I was in the store, I looked at it, I grabbed it, I decided, am I going to buy this or am I not going to buy this? I decided to buy it. I paid a little bit more than I wanted to, but it's Buffalo Trace and you're never going to find it again. This is released once a year from what I understand. This is the 2021 release, I think. I'm assuming. Might be the 2020 release, and it was just sitting in the back. We're not quite sure. But we're going to open this up. This is not a rye bourbon, by the way. If anybody would be confused by the fact that this says rye recipe, so was I. Not a rye bourbon. This is a undisclosed mash bill, I'm assuming, coming out of Sazerac, aka Buffalo Trace. 94 proof, aged 7 years. It does say on this that it is aged 7 years. Where's it at? Now I can't find it. There it is. This is released after Passover each year. This rye recipe bourbon, bold and independent, celebrating its heritage. That's not where it says aged 7 years, but it does say it does say age after aging for 7 years right there on the bottle. I knew we would find it. Another West Coast Unicorn Donkey Punch for this kosher. This is, I've never seen this before. I didn't even know about this. Of course, it's not going to open for me, right? What should I use? A pen or the... Last time I used the scissors, I almost cut myself. There we go. We got it. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Let's see if we can hear it. My mic's over here. Not bad. A little quiet. Not too exciting. A little loose, you know? I think the cork's wet. It's a fake synthetic cork. See, Buffalo Trace is better than that. What did we have tonight? John J. Bowman. Kind of feels fake too. Not too sure. Heaven's Door. Definitely synthetic. Is Redwood Empire the only one that used a real cork tonight? That would kind of be depressing. You hear how different it was too? Redwood Empire, spending a little extra money on a good cork. This is definitely synthetic. This is the rye recipe though. Like I said, it's 7 years old, undisclosed mash bill, coming out of Sazerac / Buffalo Trace. I'm interested. I'm curious if this is any different than anything else or if it's just kosher. Is it just kosher? And that's all that they're doing different with this one? New Jersey is chock full of those. That's where I got this. In New Jersey. The kosher rye recipe is fire. We're about to find out. Got the trio from there. Only see one on secondary in Ohio. What's it run for on secondary, Scott? I don't know why they call it the rye recipe and it's not rye. Super confusing. Agreed. This is one of the things that when I first started this channel, my whole thing was for bourbon, people who are new to bourbon. This would be one of the things that I would talk about. When you walk into a store, what are you looking for? When you walk into a liquor store, now that if most of us, I'm assuming maybe you're newer, maybe you're not. When I walk into a liquor store, I still have no clue what I'm looking for. I could see a bottle on the shelf. What did I see the other day? I forget what it was. Let me look on my phone. I actually have a conversation with Kyle from the Drink Pro about a bottle the other day that he said, if that's up there for $135, make sure you buy it. And I said, why would I buy it? Let me see if I can find it. It literally was something that's never even, it was like an orphan bottle. It's a 16-year-old cask strength, but if that Cooper tongue for $135, right? I was taking a video of something else and I posted it on my Instagram story, and the Cooper tongue was up in the corner and somehow he saw it. Cooper tongue for $135. I looked it up. It goes for like $550 on secondary. They have an age statement on them. That's right. This one is 7 years. Did I say non-age stated? I think I was confused by Copper tongue. Cooper tongue? Copper tongue. Might be copper tongue. I forget. Skip that trash. $135 going for $500 on secondary. I saw it for $135. I almost bought it. Exclamation point giveaway, and the Copper tongue orphan barrel is more Dickel. This is the stuff that I can't. It's low proof. I think it was low proof. I can't get behind the fact that every single thing that I drink comes from 6 different distilleries, right? We got what? Wild Turkey, you've got Brown Foreman, you've got Buffalo Trace, you've got, I mean, even behind me, like Heaven Hill, you've got Evan Williams, still Heaven Hill, like Maker's Mark, okay? And then you got MGP, Dickel. It's just all the same. Brown Foreman even owns Jack Daniels now, right? Am I correct about that? Always go to a liquor store with an idea of what you want. Otherwise, it turns into the Twilight Zone. You go numb. That's literally what I do. I went in. I had an idea. A couple things dropped in New Jersey the other week, like CYPB, Foolproof, all kinds of stuff like that from Weller. And I walked in trying to find one of those, and it's just like, it's too much. I don't understand. That's a strong buy. Oh, Ross, you talking about the Copper tongue? Is a strong buy at 135? You don't seem too tipsy yet. Eric Hozak, aka Hoser. Hoser, I don't know if you were here earlier, but you won. We did a spin for Patreon, 6-month Patrons. We got like another week until you are technically, but I decided to just get it out of the way tonight to kind of promote the Patreon. You want a 1-ounce sample. Anything you want in here. It's all yours. You let me know what it is. You know what I got. No, try it first. All right, this is the Buffalo Trace Kosher Rye recipe. That isn't a rye. It's actually a bourbon. 7 years aged. Let's try it. All right. I don't know the proof. I'm thinking. I do know the proof, but I don't know the proof. Do I know the proof? I'm going to guess in that 90-some range. I think we talked about it already. Always forget. 94. Okay. I mean, when you go from 124 cask strength to this sip's very easy. Now, I'm just curious if this is just regular Buffalo Trace, just kosher, like do they go through the process to make it kosher and it's the same thing that they're putting in a regular Buffalo Trace bottle? Or is this something different? Because Buffalo Trace is 90 proof, right? I have a store pick and a regular one. Why do I always have to look? Why can't I remember this stuff? This is the store pick. Yeah, 90 proof. So this is 94 proof. So is this like crazy different from just regular Buffalo Trace? I really don't want to pour them up next to each other. Be another good episode though. Chimichangas and bourbon is love. Not so sure about that. Again, folks, what we're doing here tonight is we are popping bottles. We became partnered. I appreciate all you guys for helping me get it to this point. It was a struggle at first. If you really want to entertain yourself, go back, watch the first 30 episodes. After 30 something, I think we finally got it together. But the first episode is struggling. First of all, I'm yelling. Why am I yelling at you? I didn't want to offend anybody, but I'm literally yelling at you. Second of all, I'm shooting in, if anybody knows about cameras, I was not shooting in 9:16. The quality wasn't as good as what we're working with here. The copper is, I keep saying Cooper. The copper is a strong buy at that price. See, I left it there. I left it on the shelves in New Jersey. Next time I'm down there, I'll look for it again though. This kosher, pretty good. 94 proof, has a little bit of a kick to it. It's a rye recipe, but isn't all, like, Buffalo Trace has what, 4 mash bills? Aren't all of them, are 3 of them rye? What makes this a rye recipe? I'm just confused about, I'm very confused about why they put rye recipe on the bottle. To me, I thought this was a rye whiskey. I thought this was 51% rye. Exclamation point giveaway in the chat. That is correct. That's going to get you entered. Let me double check that again. We're getting to the point here. We're already at 9 o'clock. We have a couple more things to go through. I know you guys want to get over to Bourbon Junkies. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to hang out with me. I'll hang out, but I won't be mad at you if you leave. I promise. Let me get to the giveaway. Fresh. Hoser, you're in there. You're involved in the giveaway. I thought kosher rye seemed to be more like mash bill 2, but who knows? I never even remember what's in which mash bill. Is Buffalo Trace mash bill 1? Right? Does that make sense? All right, we have 25 tickets currently entered in the giveaway. I'm entered twice. I don't know why, but I promise you guys, if I win, I won't take anything. I will not take anything. You received 1 ticket. I appreciate you showing up. Don't put it, Eric Marshall. I don't know if there's a space in between there, but don't put a space in between there if you did put a space in between there. And what we're doing here tonight, guys, we're popping bottles. We're being partnered. I want to know in the chat, if you did open a bottle tonight, if you opened a bottle specifically for this tonight, what did you open? So I can thank you for opening that. I know sometimes we all get caught up in when we should open some of these specialty bottles that we have, and why we should open them, and what should we open it for. My brother-in-law bought me a blackened bottle. We decided to open that the day my daughter was born. Just the two of us together took a shot of that, and then we sat and we drank it, and we just, you know, talked about things. And that was just a moment that we were saving that bottle for. So what did you open? Why did you open it? What were you saving it for? Or was tonight just like, all right, you're right, let's open this bottle up? 1792 foolproof. 1792. I have 2 of them up there. See, the crazy part about these videos is I can never show my whole collection. I have 3 rows. You can see in the back corner there is that 1792. I love the foolproof. I think it sips a little hot, personally. Remus 5, another great bottle to open up. Love me some Remus 5. I haven't drank a lot of it yet, but I'm glad I found that bottle. That's my first time coming across Remus. Stellum that my buddy got me. Love that. I have the Stellum bourbon. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Love the Stellum. Again, we're back to barrel bourbon that we've been talking about. Love that. I have an unopened Remus 5 still. What are you waiting for, Dave? People want to know. Going to open that Midwinter's Night Dram I mentioned in Discord this afternoon. Open it up. I think you should open it up. Big fan of the Midwinter's Night Dram. Not a fan of finished bourbons. This being finished in French oak port barrels. Not the biggest fan, but it wasn't bad. Not the biggest fan of finished bourbons. I was a fan of the Midwinter's Night Dram. 114.98 proof. New Riff Red Turkey. Love what New Riff's doing. Haven't had the Red Turkey. Is it different than any of their other stuff? I have their single barrel and just their regular bottled and bond Kentucky Straight. Yes. Love that, Scott. Love that. Again, guys, exclamation point giveaway in the chat to get entered. I'll show you guys again. Now that we're done, let me add... I don't think I have Glencairn in here, do I? Add a category, Glen. I'll just put Glen. We'll make it a 2. Save settings. So this is what we're going to be giving away tonight. We're going to give away every single thing on this list. So once we have one, once we use one, we'll get rid of it. So I'll pick a winner, we'll spin. If you win, then I'll get rid of that item. Then we'll pick the next winner, we'll spin. You know what I mean? So this is everything that you can win. A koozie, which we have right here. Bourbon and Wheat koozies, a whole bunch of them. We have sample. I'll give you a 2-ounce sample of everything in my... of anything, not of everything. Don't quote me on that. We have hoodies. You know what a hoodie is. We have coasters, t-shirts, a video idea. So if you have any idea, I will put out a video strictly for whatever idea that you give me. I will make a video for that and I'll put it and I'll obviously tag you and shout you out. The flight, I'm going to give a 2-ounce sample of everything that we drank tonight. 1 2-ounce sample, so that's going to be 8 ounces of bourbon of everything in my collection from tonight's bottle pop. And then, of course, the Glencairn is going to be a custom Bourbon of the Week Glencairn that you can win as well. That's what we're going to give out. Everybody's going to, not everybody, somebody's going to win one of every one of these things. So make sure you enter that exclamation point giveaway. We'll hang out for a little bit while longer. I do want to give my thank yous, and I do want to give my what's to come. So... what's to come? These are a few things that we have in the lineup as of right now. Number 1, Maker's Mark versus Weller. This is something that in my Discord we've been talking about for a long time now. We have some Maker's Mark bottles and we have some Weller bottles. We have the Special Reserve, we have the Full Proof, and we have the Antique 107. We're going to put that up against Maker's Mark to see who really is the king of the wheated bourbons. We're going to go, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong or not here. We're going to go Maker's Mark, obviously regular, versus the Maker's Mark or the Weller Special Reserve. Then we're going to go Maker's Mark Cask Strength versus the Weller 107, I believe. Then we're going to go Maker's Mark 46 Cask Strength against the Full Proof. Or I might have switched that. I forget which way we're going to go. But those 3 versus the other 3. We're going to do an episode of each, see who wins. ECBP C920. I have the C920, I believe. I do have the C920. Not a big fan of Elijah Craig. I know you can be mad about it. That's fine with me. Can't talk Weeders without mentioning Larceny. I can mention Larceny, and I can tell you it's trash. I don't like it. I haven't had the barrel proof, so let me not get ahead of myself. But the original Larceny, I actually keep a large bottle. A friend bought this for me that will never get finished. Look at this. When am I ever going to drink that much Larceny? This is just a small batch, 92 proof. Wasn't a big fan. That's just me. FAE 02 versus Weller Proof Full Proof. The only thing that I didn't want to do like an annual release or like a special release against something that wasn't a special release. So like I didn't want to go FAE 02 because then somebody would say, well, what about FAE 01? I bet you FAE 01 would have won because I liked FAE 01 better. That's a big bottle. It's a huge bottle. I'll literally never drink that bottle. That's like, I need to have a wedding, another wedding, and do like specialty bourbon drinks. We're going to go back through and finish these up. We finished the Redwood Empire. Or a big head. Yo, Scott, earlier you said I'm good looking. Now you say I got a big head. Which is it? All right. So the kosher's done. The Redwood Empire is done. Should we rank these tonight? I don't think I saved any. I don't know if I can rank it. I don't know if it makes much a difference on flavor, but I enjoyed Larceny with desserts, especially ice cream. 100% makes a difference. Depending on what you've eaten, what you've drank, what you've already drank, what you haven't drank, I know like if it's your third drink versus your first drink, you might like it more, you might like it less, depending on what you've drank in between. Multicasking, what's going on? Another channel you guys should make sure that you should follow. If you're not already checking out Multicasking, make sure you check them out here on YouTube. I appreciate them. They're in Discord as well, chatting with us all the time, so they're learning it along with me. A lot of us are learning Discord. It's a great place to talk, but we're learning about it. How's tomorrow you treating you right now? Tomorrow me is not going to be happy. I got a few more bourbons to finish, but tomorrow me is not going to be happy about it. What was the middle one? What was our second one? Heaven's Door or John Jay? I forget now. See, this is why I can't mix things up. Was it Heaven's Door? Was my second one Heaven's Door or John Jay? I think it was John Jay. Yeah, I think it was the John Jay, Scott. You're right. That's delicious. Again, exclamation point giveaway in the chat. We have a few more minutes here, and then we'll pour those. Let's talk about our next thing. So we're doing Maker's Mark versus Weller, King of the Weeded. Then we might do like a Larceny versus who else? What else? What other weeded did somebody mention? Somebody mentioned another weeded. The problem is getting my Rebel Yell. That's what it was. Rebel Yell versus Larceny, and then doing the winner and maybe like a loser's bracket as well. We have that coming up to look forward to. Christmas Advent Calendar, which I'm actually a little nervous about. So I bought this Christmas Advent Bourbon / American Whiskey Calendar. And then I found out it's shipping from overseas. That concerns me a little bit. What are they actually sending me? How did they get all the bourbon over there and the whiskey? I'm not sure. Is it real? We're going to find out. Will I die? We're also going to find out. Oh, okay. If it helps you tolerate it. So, I work at an ice cream store. I think the sweetness and like the vanilla combining with a bourbon or a whiskey or anything like that would actually help you tolerate something like that. I do think that the flavors mixing like that with the sweetness of an ice cream versus the bourbons would actually make it be a lot better. I've done one and it was legit interesting. Multicasking, take the question mark away and you should get entered. It'll be stuck. It'll be sitting off the coast of California until next summer for sure. I wish I could. I was gonna look it up where it's from, but I don't care that much. But it should be here on the 27th, and we're gonna start that. It's a 12-day Advent calendar. I was thinking of doing 1 through 12, but I think I'm gonna do 13 through 25, or 12 through 25, however it ends up working, and ending on Christmas. And we're gonna do it. I'm gonna try and put out a video every day. It'll probably only be like a 5-minute video. The Advent calendar, something cool. We'll have some dancing lights in the background. Do I still have my? Here we go. We'll get some dancing lights. Right now we have the Flyers lights up. Does anybody have a score for me on the Flyers game? I haven't watched any of it. That John J. Bowman is really damn good. I like that a lot. Sweet. A little bit of spice. Not quite as spicy as the Bowman Brothers, which I kind of like, because the Bowman Brothers is very spicy. If you haven't had the Bowman Brothers, though, again, don't sleep on it. I promise you, it's pretty good. So we have Maker's Mark versus Weller. We have the Whiskey Advent Calendar coming out. We have a live stream or a video. We haven't decided yet. Look at how... Let's see how... Get like... I don't have makeup on, I promise. Doesn't Bowman Brother make a port finish also? I believe that they do. I believe that they do make a port finish. 3-0 Tampa, not good. Tampa's, I mean, 2-time defending champions, so I can't be too mad about it. But, and Kevin Hayes is out, and Ellis is out. Whatever. Don't tell me any more updates. I appreciate you guys, though. Where was I? The Drink Pro. Me and Kyle. Kyle from the Drink Pro. If you aren't already checking him out, make sure you check out the Drink Pro. We're going to do a live together, I think we're going to do a live. I think we decided on a live. We're going to get together. We're going to send each other samples. We're going to try them out together on the live. And Stuff and Whiskey. If you're not checking out Stuff and Whiskey, awesome. Josh and Aaron, they're amazing. They're another one of those channels that I just love to watch all of the time. They do a lot of pairings, like they'll pick 2 different bourbons or 2 different whiskeys and they'll try them out together. If you're not following Stuff and Whiskey, make sure you check them out. We're going to do a video with them. I don't think that's going to be a live. I want to spare you of the details because we're still trying to figure them out. But Stuff and Whiskey and us and Bourbon of the Week, myself, are going to do a video together. So that's what we have. Maker's Mark versus Weller, Christmas Advent Calendar, Stuff and Whiskey, and the Drink Pro. We're all going to get together. We're all going to do some stuff. The port finish might be on the Isaac Bowman version. I swear I saw that the other day. That is correct. The Isaac Bowman is the port finish, which is the one I've skipped on because I don't like finished whiskeys, finished bourbons, personally. Jacob Smith. Hey, what's up? AKA Jacob. Jake. Old friend from way back in the day. Jake, exclamation point giveaway in the chat to get entered. Make sure you do that. So that's what's coming up. And last but not least, let's just get into, it's 9:05 here. Exciting stuff ahead, finish off the year. I agree. We got some good stuff coming up. We don't want to stop now. This is our off season. Like I said before, we're in the ice cream business. So this is our off season. This is our unwind time so we can put some stuff together. Yo, Jake, stop talking to my chat, you two. My brother-in-law and my friend from high school are talking in chat. Exclamation point giveaway. I think you spelled it wrong. All right, so there's 3 down. And the last one was the Heaven's Door. This was the cash strength. This is the dangerous one. So we'll take our time with that. So last but not least, let's go over some thank yous. We have a lot of thank yous for can I relax on this? What do you want? Eagles green. Big win by the Eagles this weekend. Some thank yous that I have. I had to write them down. I don't want to miss anybody. I probably still will. But let's go over a few thank yous. We'll finish up here. We'll do the giveaway. And we'll get you guys out of here. I promise you. It won't be a late night. Having an off season must be awesome. It is awesome. It's great. Especially with the timing of the baby and everything. It just worked out so well. So, first things first, my patrons. Patreons, patrons, patrons, whatever you want to call them. My very first #1 patron, Newman, Jimmy, my first one, friend, known him for a very long time, used to play poker with him in middle school, high school, all kinds of stuff. I'm just going to name you guys off. Logan, my most recent patron, Scott Smart, SSBG Scott on Instagram, been with me since literally the very beginning of this. Can't thank him enough. Michael Ride, Hoser, another guy we've been back and forth on Instagram. We've been back and forth on Discord now. We talk on Facebook. We've been all together throughout this whole process. Dave, my brother-in-law, aka the Off family, which is my family, so I appreciate you guys. Michael C, I don't know how to say your last name. I apologize. MGC, we talk all the time. Patreon on Discord, I appreciate you. Dylan, newer to the Patreon group, but I also appreciate you as well. ZF, I appreciate you as well. Also kind of newer to the Patreon group, but again, without these people on Patreon, they help me with my ideas. They help me come up with video ideas, content ideas. They talk to me about what I should buy, what I should pass on, all kinds of stuff like that. Multicasting, they've been in the chat tonight. They're actually just right there. Having an off season must be awesome is multicasting. They are Charlie and Gene. They are awesome. Make sure you check them out on YouTube as well. That's just the patrons. I appreciate Logan. I did mention you, our newest. Second, Kyle, the Drink Pro. If you're not already following the Drink Pro, make sure you check him out. He is one of the first people that I talked to on YouTube who kind of helped me through the YouTube process. You know, everybody's got a learning curve. Mine was a little bit longer than everybody else's. Kyle from the Drink Pro was one of the first people I reached out to. He commented on my stuff, all kinds of stuff like that. He helped me out through the beginning of the process. The Bourbon Van, they were in here earlier. They're probably live right now. They are amazing. Phil and Julie, I love both of them. Phil knows so much. Julie just has the best when it comes to like her perception on tasting notes. I feel like we match up perfectly. So she's just like, this is what I taste. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I taste too. So Phil and Julie from the Bourbon Van, I literally talk to them every single day on Instagram. I couldn't thank them enough. Jason and Brandy, Black Bourbon Family. If you haven't checked out Black Bourbon Family, I haven't seen them in here tonight, but they are an amazing couple here on YouTube as well. Power couple. Cigars. They're big on cigars. So if you haven't checked out Jason and Brandy and you're into cigars, my brother-in-law Dave, he's big into cigars. Jason knows his stuff on cigars. So not only will they give you a bourbon review, but they'll also tell you what you should pair with cigars. My very first collaboration, Samit from Madeira Diaries. He was in here before as well. He is just awesome. He does stuff in other languages, which definitely appeals to another culture, but he also puts out stuff that you will be able to appreciate, and definitely check out Samit. Madeira Diaries. Make sure you check him out. We're almost there, I promise. We'll do a couple more, and then we're going to get to the giveaway. PA Bourbon Squad. If you're on Facebook, if you're in the tri-state area, Pennsylvania, New York, Delaware, New Jersey, any of it, PA Bourbon Squad on Facebook. I promise you, there's people posting what they're getting. They're posting where they're getting it. They're posting when they're getting it. It's not one of those spam groups where we very much moderate all that kind of stuff. I'm a moderator of it. I'm not the admin. Matt and Rocky have allowed me to post my content in there. I cannot thank them enough for everything that they have done for me. So even if you're not in that area, if you've ever traveled up here, if you're going to work up here, PA Bourbon Squad on Facebook. Make sure you check them out. Stuff and Whiskey, Josh and Aaron, make sure you check them out as well. They're awesome. I'm newer to their actual channel, so I don't know as much about them, but we've talked. We're, again, collaborating on something here soon, so make sure you check out Stuff and Whiskey. And last but not least, thanks for the shout out. Madeira Diaries. No, Samit, thank you. You've been amazing. We've been together for a long time now. I basically consider you friends at this point. Last but not least, in the chat as well is, where are they? Let me see their last comment. They were just in here. I just saw them. Dusty Dan's Whiskey Review. So Dusty Dan's Whiskey Review, another channel here that I've just gotten involved with. Love all the content that they're putting out. Make sure you check out Dusty Dan's Whiskey Review. And that's it for our thank yous. I'm sure I missed somebody. If I missed you, I apologize. I promise it's not on purpose. I just wrote down some things real quick before the channel got started, before the live got started. But those are my lives. Those are my thank yous. That's what's coming up. We popped 4 bottles tonight. We're going to finish this glass. We've got, I think everybody entered. Did everybody enter? I'm gonna show you our list. Can I do this? Is there anything over here I can't show you? I get nervous because I don't want to like show you some like credit card information or anything like that. We have 28 ticket entries. Eric, ZF, Eric Marshall, Eric Hozak, Eric Marshall, ZF, Aras, Jacob Recline, aka Blake, Drinkity Drinks, Donkey Punch, Mike Huber, MC, Average Drinker, myself twice, Johnny Drama, Power of Bourbon, Seth, Wood, GH, Madeira Diaries, Andrew, Dusty Dan's, Scott Smart, Multicasking, Dylan, Whiskey Eyes, Exploring Whiskey, Jacob Smith, and Owen. Am I missing anybody? Thanks, Mrs. Bourbon of the Week. My wife showing up. I didn't think she was going to be in here. My number one thank you in the entire world, and everybody raised their glass for this last thank you, is to my wife, Marissa. Now, if you've been here since the very beginning, you've met my wife, you know her, you love her. She's so fun. She's not into bourbon, so making her drink this was just such great content. She recently gave birth to my daughter, who I couldn't be more excited to bring into this world. Without my wife giving me the time, the space, the quiet, which is big in a family of 4 with a brand new daughter and a 13-year-old stepson, without my daughter and my wife and my stepson, I would not be where I am right now. We would have never made it here. I promise you, I love them. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, Cody. Thank you, Haven, for everything. She's awesome. Shout out to Marissa. Most important, thank you. I agree. Madeira Diaries, I agree. To Marissa, cheers. Let's finish up our last drink here. If I didn't say your name on the giveaway, make sure you let me know, because I want to make sure that that I got you involved. Tomorrow, me. It's gonna suck. We have 28 entries. I think I can show you this. I think I can show you this screen. I think I can do this. So as you can see here, I don't think I'm showing you anything that shouldn't be here. So I have the wheel. All right, I need to keep the wheel. I can get rid of YouTube because I'm seeing the chat. Let's do this. I'm gonna pick a winner. Maybe I'm not. How do I end this? Remove current giveaway. No. No more fans can enter. I think we're going to close it. If you don't see your name in here, the Whiskey Dictionary. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate that. Never mind. I see myself. I was going to say, I think I said your name, right? You're in here. I'm in here twice, but don't worry about that. I promise you I won't win. So again, let's go to the wheel. This is everything that we're going to win tonight. There it is. Takes a second to pop up. Let's pick our first winner. Where is that? Second monitor. Here we go. Close entries. Let's do it. Pick a winner. I think I can pick another one. Wood Motorsports. Did I even mention you? Wood Motorsports. I don't even remember. Prize assigned. Chat at Wood Motorsports. Can anybody see if their Wood Motorsports won all kinds of prizes? I'm going to write that down. I'm just going to write it down. We'll figure it out later, right? Wood Motorsports. Let's spin the wheel, right? Let's go to the wheel. Wheel spin. Let's spin wheel. Let's see what they win. Once they win, we'll take it off of it. They want a Glencairn, custom made Glen, Bourbon of the Week, Glencairn. Okay. So now we're going to remove the Glen. Save the settings. We'll go back to this. If he's in chat, he can say something and he should show up there. I agree. Wood Motorsport. I don't know. I just don't know. Can anybody tag him or anything? I don't know if their name's different than what they show up as. We're going to pick another winner here. Jacob Smith. A late entry here. Let's go back to wheel spin. We will spin the wheel. Let's see what Jacob Smith wins. Thank you from a lurker. Wood Motorsports. Appreciate it. Jacob Smith's going to win the flight. He's going to get 2 ounces of everything that we drank tonight, which is a great prize. Let me write that down. And it makes it easier for me because I don't have to send it in the mail. Jacob wins the flight. Let's remove the flight. Let's save settings. Go back to the dashboard. Let's go back to here. Let's pick another winner. ZF. Congratulations to ZF. We're going to spin the wheel for you. Spin it. ZF is going to win a t-shirt. Congrats to ZF. T-shirt for you. I'm going to make sure I get your size. We got plenty of sizes here. We're going to make sure we get you the right size. Save that. Let's go back to the dashboard. Second monitor. Pick a winner. This is awesome, by the way. Dusty Dan's Whiskey Reviews. He deserved to win something, I think. Go back to the wheel spin. We have a few things left on here. Spin the wheel. Dusty Dan's. I'm going to send you a koozie, Dusty. Is that cool? Is that cool with you? Let's remove the koozie. We still have a sample, a hoodie. Hoodie's big. A coaster, and a video idea. So don't get too mad. There's some good stuff on there still. Let's go back to the second monitor. Hell yeah, ZF. You love that? Eric Hoser, aka one of my favorite Patreons. You're all my favorite, I won't lie to you. Hoser, though, one of my first, I think it was second or third. Let's go back to the wheel spin. Let's see what he's got. We got a few things left on here. It's starting to get too big. Oh, can we call that? Somebody asked me. That's on the line, right? I gotta respin it. What do we think? I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I'm gonna pour up one more drink to close this out for the night. I'm gonna ask you guys what you think he should win. A coaster, a hoodie, or should we respin? I'm pumped. Hell yeah. T-shirt's a good prize. Line, respin, I reckon. That's 2 respins. I'm gonna go with some Baker's 7, some Jim Beam to end the night. Respin, spin again. All right, you guys say. Spin again. Let's spin it again. Hoser, I'm sorry, my man. Maybe it's a hoodie now. That's a video idea. So we're going to give Hoser a video pick. I'll get with him on any type of social media and we'll talk about it. We're going to get rid of video idea. We're going to save that. We're going to go back to the dashboard. We'll pick another winner. The average drinker. I don't know if she's still in here. The average drinker. Are you still in here? We're going to spin the wheel. We're going to spin it for her anyway, just in case. Only so many options left. He wins a handy handshake. You're damn right. She gets a sample. 1 ounce sample of anything in my collection. Again, if you're not following the average drinker on YouTube, make sure you check her out. So we'll get rid of the sample. We've got a hoodie left and a coaster left. The coaster can go in the mail. Look at the difference. We're gonna go back to the second monitor. Let's go back over here. Let's pick a winner. Seth, are you still in here, Seth? Talk to me. Talk to me, Seth. What do you want, Seth? All kinds of prizes. Should we spin it? Let's see what Seth wins. The coaster. Seth News Wanger is the coaster. I have to do this all myself, by the way. There's a lot of bigger channels who have like people who do this for them. I'm not one of them. Let's go to the second monitor. Last but not least, for the hoodie. The hoodie's the only thing left. Nice, I could use another coaster. We'll take care of you, Seth, I promise. Last but not least, this is who wins the hoodie, which is somehow the last thing on the list. I don't know how. I mean, I guess I do know how it was the smallest item, but the winner for the hoodie, no whammies from Andrew. Boom. Ah, oh, Andrew, I'm sorry. MC. Wins a hoodie. Coming your way. I hope you have a size that I already have. If not, it's going to take me like a week. It's not too long, right? It's the holiday season. The hoodie hero. That's right. I would spin the wheel. Well, should we spin the wheel anyway? Let's spin it. Save settings. Boom. What if it lands on the line? He doesn't get the hoodie if it lands on the line. Alright, he gets the hoodie. Yo, today's my lucky day. A hoodie coming your way. So, Motorsports, the creeper of the chat. What did you call yourself? I forget what you said. Respins up above that. Anyway, Wood Motorsports gets my custom Glencairn. Jake Scott gets the flight board for the night. ZF gets the t-shirt. Dusty Dan's going to get a koozie. Hoser's going to get a video pick. I know he's got something good for me. The average drinker is going to get a 1 ounce sample of anything in my collection. Seth, you're going to get a coaster. And MC, you're going to get a hoodie coming your way. Lurker, that's what you said. That's what you said. Let's see. That's all we got going on tonight. I'm going to finish up. I just poured up a little bit of Baker's 7. I'm going to finish this up. If you guys want to bounce for the night, I appreciate you guys coming in. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're doing big things on this channel, and I couldn't do it without any of you. I promise you that. So thank you guys. Thank you everybody who's been involved tonight. This was fun. We're going to do more stuff like this. I know the Bourbon Junkies are live, but I also know the Bourbon Van is live. So let me see here. Second monitor, the Bourbon Van. They're live right now. I don't know if you can hear this. I don't think you can hear this, but the Bourbon Van's live right now. Make sure you check them out. Why don't we all go? I wish I could like go over to them. Skip ads. Drinking Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, which is impressive. I'm going to finish this up while we watch the Bourbon Van a little bit. And I don't know if that... Can you hear them? Thank you for entertaining me while cleaning my kitchen. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for. Stopped in and said hi to the Bourbon Van earlier. Good. Oh, and they're awesome. I promise you. Webcam. Why can't you hear their audio? Audio output capture. Let's see if I can. Audio input. Audio output. Desktop audio. Add source.
Not overly so. C920, I think, there was a hotness there. There was, you had to be.
Nope, that ain't it. We'll just hang out. We'll talk to them. This could be a Mystery Science 3000 episode, Bourbon Edition. I agree. Probably setting in Streamlabs. Yeah, it is in Streamlabs. I just don't know which one gives me the second monitor. Add video capture. Nope, audio. Desktop audio. It's definitely desktop audio. Add source.
In
either this one or the other one. Audio monitor. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You have the volume there for a second or two? Oh, did I? Probably easier one. I agree, Hoser. Yeah, I agree, Hoser. Definitely easier when you're not 3 or 4 drinks, 5 drinks deep. I do add this. Definitely that. We're gonna figure it out. I'm convinced. Audio capture. Add source.
Way less.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, even like Booker.
Can you hear it yet? Bad lip reading video? We can try our best.
Very interesting.
I could just turn it up so much on mine that you hear it on yours. I had it and it's gone now? What the heck? Oh, I bet you it's because... Hold on. I bet you it's because I have my audio set up to my other headphones. So I probably have to put my sound settings differently.
Well represented tonight. Cheers, we
love it.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Did you come from Chris's stream as well, from Bourbon of the Week?
Is that it?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Tell
the
me if
point.
theirs is too loud or if mine is too quiet.
Yeah.
It's a trade-off, and if there's some brands that we can't get here, like Wilderness Trail. We talk about it a lot.
Oh yeah.
We drive up to Washington to get it. I don't mind doing it.
I don't
It's
either.
worth it.
I know.
John, try some Ardbeg Oogie.
There it is.
Oh.
Maybe that's what I'll say on Friday.
I'll be a little.
Oh, around a campfire.
Oogie
I'll just creep in the middle of these two. Is that
Thank
cool?
you later.
We'll finish
Not a
this
problem
up.
with that at all.
Then we're
I'll
gonna
thank you
pause.
now. Actually.
Ardbeg.
We'll talk to.
Yeah.
We'll listen to Phil and Julie. For a
Ardbeg
while.
10, I think, is my favorite of the ones that we've
Huzzah.
tried.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And
I knew we'd figure it out.
I don't know if I've said this before. I really like Oban 14. That's kind of like my
Yeah.
Whenever I have an opportunity to drink Scotch or you know, if everybody else
just
is drinking
slightly
scotch,
louder
and I don't
than
want to
yours.
be the oddball guy.
Yeah.
We'll
that's
turn them
what-
down
that's
a
what
little.
we'll go
We'll turn them down a little bit. I'd rather you hear me. Not that I
Ed's
really
work
care.
week's over, so he's fortunate. Yeah, that you did it right then.
Yeah.
You did it right.
Yeah.
Jason's sensibility says it is a campfire.
Oh no, so it must be real smoky. Real peaty.
I wish we could like.
I love it.
So on Twitch,
Oh, I love it.
you used to be able to like raid. I could raid them, which means bring my whole chat to their chat.
Year.
I loved that video
It was really
because
fun.
it nailed exactly what we were drinking all that time.
No, I know, and
And take a
there
picture.
are things that work. I mean,
Can't
to be
screenshot
honest,
it, Dave.
like,
It's a
when you're
friggin-
camping, usually it's like really hot for one, and so you're just gonna drink beer or a cocktail or something like that.
Usually.
And so I liked the idea of trying to find something that would pair with not only just the smokiness.
So they're
but
drinking
also
Elijah
the
Craig Barrel
heat,
Proof. I'm
right?
curious which two that
But
they're
now
drinking.
it's campfire season again, so now it's cold weather campfire.
Right. Yeah. Now we're lighting in the backyard.
So now we're in the
One's
backyard
newer,
with
one's
the-
older.
The
We know that.
bonfire, and then yeah.
Somebody go in their chat and ask them what they're drinking.
Because now we're in a totally different element because the weather really does affect
Totally.
drink. I think the
Completely.
weather affects it.
Yeah. And so far this year, since we've like in the last week when we've been having fires in the backyard,
Yeah.
I haven't been choosing based on what I wanted to drink. I've been trying to kill bottles. So
I know.
I haven't enjoyed it as much as I should.
Phil cracks me up. I
To
love
be
Phil.
fair, and I have learned this as well over the last year or whatever. Phil's like,
Got
"When
some
the
echo
bottle
now.
gets to
All
be,
right,
like,
listen. If you want to go check out Phil and Julie, it's because it's on my microphone too. If you want to go check out Phil and Julie, go check them out. But we're gonna end this for tonight. If you're not already checking out the Discord, I think the Discord link is in the description below. Patreon's down there below. Make sure you click the subscribe button if you're not already. I have everybody here that I'm gonna send some gifts to for this holiday season. I appreciate everybody joining me tonight. And in the meantime, stay healthy, stay happy, stay drinking. Cheers, y'all.